As a youngster, I remember actually feeling that I was pretty lucky. We lived in a 750 square foot GI home in Southwest Detroit. It actually had a lawn and a little one-car garage, and we thought that was paradise. And then my parents got divorced, and my mother discovered that my father was married to someone else, and she didn't have any skills. Basically, third grade education. We had no place to live. She couldn't afford the house, so we ended up moving to Boston, moving in with relatives. So I have actually, in my life, understood what housing insecurity was. And we were there in Boston for a couple of years. And I remember as a 9-year-old looking through a building across the street out of which all the windows had been broken, and a sunbeam was shining through it. And it made me think about my future. I remember thinking that I probably would never live to be 25, because that's what I saw around me. But my mother had very different ideals. She worked extraordinarily hard as a domestic, leaving the house at 5 in the morning, getting back at midnight, day after day after day. And her strong desire was not to be dependent on anybody else. And people were always criticizing her, and they said, "You have 2 boys, you can be on 8 dependent children." And she said, "No, I can't." And she worked very hard. She would sometimes take us to the homes that she cleaned. And many of them were fabulous homes. And she would say, "Would you rather live in this wonderful place, or would you rather live where we live?" And she would say, "The person who has the most to do with determining where you live is you."